10. Alan the Red. Alan lived from 1040 to 1093 in England, and he's the nephew of William the Conqueror. Rufus joined his uncle in the Norman conquest. He died with £11,000, according to Philip Beresford and Bill Rubenstein, authors of The Richest of the Rich, which they say amounted to 7% of England's GDP at that time. That £11,000 would amount to 194 billion US dollars today. Number 9. Henry Ford. One of the major figures in American business history, Henry Ford was able to put together a net worth totaling just under 200 billion US dollars. Ford, of course, is known for founding Ford Motors and bringing automobiles to the masses. A transportation revolutionary, he also was a trailblazer in industry and business, instituting higher wages for his workers and developing the concept of the assembly line, which allowed for the manufacture of inexpensive goods that the masses could afford. Number 8. Muammar Gaddafi. One person who most viewers are likely familiar with is Muammar Gaddafi, the recently deceased and overthrown ruler of the northern African country of Libya. Gaddafi is said to have controlled a vast fortune of 200 billion US dollars amassed during his 42-year rule over Libya. A highly controversial and divisive politician and ruler, Gaddafi was famously overthrown in 2011 during the Libyan civil war when he was dragged into the streets and killed by the revolutionaries. Number 7. William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror's wealth has been estimated to be between 209 and 229 billion US dollars. Best known for becoming the first Norman king of England, William reigned from 1066 until 1087. He led the final successful invasion of England, becoming a monarch after setting out to depose of one. He was also known as William the Bastard and is thought to have been a descendant of Viking invaders from years before, which explains where he got his knack for invasion. Number 6. Jakob Fugger. A relatively obscure historical figure compared to many other members of the world's wealthiest, Jakob Fugger nonetheless was able to hoard 221 billion US dollars through his merchant and banking activities. Fugger lived from 1459 until 1525, having been both born and dying in Augsburg, Germany. The Fugger fortune was made through textile trading in Italy, mostly, but also through the mining of silver and gold in Hungary and Bohemia. Number 5. Mir Osman Ali Khan. You may never have heard of Mir Osman, but he was without a doubt one of the wealthiest people the world has ever known. As ruler of the Hyderabad state in India, he grew his riches to a total of 230 billion US dollars. He became Nizam of Hyderabad after his father died in 1911 and reigned for 37 years, overseeing the expansion of education, electricity, railroads in the region. He died in 1967, leaving his fortune to his 149 children. Number 4. Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov. Nikolai amassed 300 billion US dollars worth of wealth during his tenure. Nicholas is probably most famous for being the last emperor of Russia before the country fell during the Russian Revolution. Both he and his family were eventually executed in 1918. Notably, Nicholas became a saint recognized by the Russian Orthodox Church and is known as the wealthiest saint in human history. Number 3. Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie, an incredibly wealthy and powerful industrialist, came to prominence during the mid-1800s by way of the steel industry. Having been born in Scotland, Carnegie came from a very poor family that entered the United States in the late 1840s. After successfully investing in a number of ventures, Carnegie founded the U.S. Steel Corporation, which earned him most of his 310 billion US dollar fortune. Number 2. John D. Rockefeller. The Rockefeller name is deeply ingrained in American history, and John D. Rockefeller's 340 billion US dollar fortune still stands today as nearly the largest the world has ever seen. Born in 1839 in New York, he grew to prominence over his lifetime as a co-founder of Standard Oil. Number 1. Mansa Musa, the king of Timbuktu, is often referred to as the wealthiest person in history. Just how rich was Musa? Well, there's no way to put an accurate number due to the incredible wealth this guy had. It is estimated that Mansa Musa commanded a fortune worth a jaw-dropping 400 billion US dollars.